Yeah, who's calling? He's what?
Gotcha.
Yeah, fine. All right. That was Wormwood Scrubs.
I beg your pardon?
Well, apparently, some degenerate convict with a Brill Cream moustache is staging a rooftop protest. What? I wonder who it could be.
Not Giles.
Makes my law-abiding blood boil.
And he's on the roof?
Yeah, apparently he's been perched up there for hours. Major Bradshaw, Birdman of Wormwood Scrubs. But the thing is, he's threatening to jump unless you go and visit him.
Oh, my God.
Daphne, it's all right. It's all right. I've sorted it out.
How?
Well, I told them to tell him to go ahead, jump.
Tell him to hang on, Governor. Tell him I'm on my way. Tell him...
To jump.
Tell him he's too young to die.
Oh, for God's sake, Daphne. People like Giles are never too young to die.
Taxi! Mr. Tyler, I never thought I'd hear myself say this, but I'd be awfully grateful for a lift in your car.
My pleasure, Daphne.
Thank you.
Where should we go?
I'm sorry?
How about the seaside?
You know perfectly well what destination I have in mind. I only pray that Wormwood Scrubs is in my A to Z.
Oh, come on, he's not worth it.
Mr. Tyler, for heaven's sake, a man's life is at stake.
Exactly. It'd be a merciful relief all round. Oh, all right, come on.
I'll get my A to Z.
There's no need. I know the way to Wormwood Scrubs.
Well, that doesn't surprise me in the least.
Hope you're grateful, Daphne.
I would be, if we get there in one piece.
Where would you be without me, eh?
Safer.
You know, Gary, I despair of our prison system.
Yeah? If this was San Quentin or Alcatraz, we'd have him down in no time.
All this situation needs is a bit of reasoned argument and a pump-action shotgun.
How many times do I have to tell you it's Major Bradshaw?
Mrs. Trenchard's on her way!
Heavens be praised.
So come on down!
This will be a trick. So I'm afraid there is no question of my descending until I set eyes on my beloved. Incidentally, the pointing on this chimney is an absolute disgrace.
Never satisfied, is he? Ever since he got here, he's done nothing but complain about the food, the company, and the state of the snooker table. Now he's complaining about the bleeding chimney.
With any luck, it will fall down and take him with it.
Oh, no, Gary. Our job is to treat this man with compassion. I wonder if Broadmoor would have him.
Nearly there, Duff. You nervous?
I will be, if I have to climb a ladder.
What, afraid of heights? Or worried I might look up your skirt?
There's no question of you coming in with me.
Eh?
And if you continue to harass me, Mr. Tyler, I shall be sorely tempted to ask the prison governor if he can find a spare cell for you.
Duff?
What?
Don't let his silver tongue get to you.
It's none of your business, Mr. Tyler. The Major's tongue is between me and the Major.
Ugh, what horrible thought.
Daphne! Why, Daphne? Why? Why did you not respond to my letters?
You know why! You broke my heart!
Then my life has no meaning anymore. Goodbye, cruel world.
No! Wait!
Mrs. Trenchard, I presume.
Yes?
Prison Officer Stanley.
Oh, how do you do, Mr. Stanley? I've got a lot of time for prison officers. I'm only sorry that we have to meet under such embarrassing circumstances.
Quite.
Daphne, we must talk.
Tell him if he comes down, he can have 15 minutes with you. Question is, could you face 15 minutes with him?
My ancestors would be turning in their graves if they could see me now.
Daphne.
Giles, how could you? How could you?
Well, that'll be all, thank you.
I'll stay if you don't mind.
Well, I do mind. This is a private conversation, so kindly just make yourself scarce.
For heaven's sake, Giles, remember where you are. That man is a prison officer, not a wine waiter.
True. He wouldn't know a decent bottle of claret if he fell over it. What am I?
An irresponsible clot. And I demand an explanation.
Well, I had to see you, Daphne. I had to put things right between us.
Oh, things could never be right between us, Giles. You're a convicted criminal, and you deserve the full severity of the law.
I agree.
You agree?
I intend to take my punishment like a man, Daphne.
Then how do you explain your conduct on the roof? That wasn't taking it like a man, Giles. That was behaving like a pigeon.
But it wouldn't have been necessary if you'd responded to my letters.
Give me one good reason why I should have.
Because you see before you a totally reformed character. You don't believe me, do you?
No, I don't. I know you, Giles. You'll be tunneling out of your cell at the earliest opportunity.
Hardly. It's on the 4th floor. Now, I can't deny my murky past, Daphne, but by God, I'm paying a heavy price. And I'll never, never forgive myself for leaving you undefended in the simian clutches of Tyler. I only pray that he's behaving himself.
Mr. Tyler's incapable of behaving himself. But I'll say this for him. He does have a certain primitive honesty, unlike some.
You're sure? You're surely not suggesting that he's a better man than I?
I'm going now. I won't see you again.
But Daphne, I need your categorical assurance that you'll be waiting for me when my incarceration is at an end.
I'm sorry, Giles, but as far as I'm concerned, you're nothing but a painful memory.
You haven't seen the last of me, Daphne. Giles Bradshaw will return.
Make sure he doesn't.